Okay. Danse. How is everyone doing this morning? I hope everyone is well. My family has left. Danse, Roger. Greetings. How are you, sweetheart? Sorry, was doing a prayer for them before they left, and they wanted me to pray. So, um, let me get some things here. Okay. Well, Tansei. Rojo, there will be a package going out to Richie's, and you guys will have to whatever which one you guys want. Okay, I put some cream in there for you. I will be mailing it out today. I can't drive. My husband hit the keys. He knows me too well. But I have another set in my safe, so. But I'm not going to be a bad girl. I don't do that. I'll have one of these residents see if they'll take me or if they'll do it for me. I'll be mailing out some packages today. So look forward. You and him can decide which ones. Francais Blazer, it's nice to see you here, Roger. I had one of the relatives here, and they were actually here in time to watch, uh, aka Biggie, live, and she was like coming from Canada, and she says, "Hey, we're like 5 hours from you. Do you mind we stop by?" Excuse me. Excuse me. And I said, "No, of course." Everybody usually stops at Mama's house, and I welcomed them in to sleep. She goes, "Oh, we're thinking of parking, at one of the campsites." I said, "No, you sleep here. I'll bring the air mattress and put another mattress on top of the air mattress." So my husband said it's called colchon, and it's like the mattress or the foam that's on the futon, the large futon. You know how when you fold it, it's that. Well, it's that. So I put it in. It's like 2 inches, and I put it on top of the air mattress. We have a king size, and it fits right here in my kitchen, in front of the door entrance and stuff. So, um, and we had some tea, and we're watching the live, and she says, "Are you supposed to help him?" I says, "I can't just yet. I've been doing little by little to help whoever's there." But she's like, "Do you think Mama Rainfeather's there?" But I don't see her anywhere. I don't feel her there. And then was telling SONGAA, hey, there's new structures and something. I think the tree that Mama and Rainfeather and I sit on when he's doing a live, is broken now. So I'm gonna have to find a new branch for me to sit on. There is another one, and I still have to scope the area to see. So, can everyone hear me? I hope so. They said there's nobody in here. But anyway, I'm Elder Medicine Bear Claw, and welcome to my live stream. And okay, well, I have a guest, and let me bring him in. And let's say good morning, Oki, Damse, to SONGAA.
Morning.
Good morning, son.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. Been up since 4 a.m. When you get the relatives together, we went to bed, I think, at 1. we were Tansei, okay, greetings, good morning, Unreal. Yeah, we were up talking, and she's like, Bernice was like, wow, it's actually right there. I could see, as I tell you, his clan when I was there, and all I did is my call, and they started running. You just hear the dum 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 dum. She goes, really? And so I showed that we were watching it after yours, and she's like, oh my God, look, you can hear how excited they were to see you. And he goes, does he gift them there? And yes, he does. He's been away for a while since I think since I've been gone, and I told him to get back out there. So
yeah, it's been a minute.
Say, Lisa, great. So she was like, Mama, when you were by the tree, he was right next to you, behind you, and you can actually see it, the brown one. And I said, that's mine. That's Orba. And she's like, oh my God, Orba's still around? I said, yeah. She's got a fellow now. He's got a mohawk. And I showed her the picture of the mohawk. She goes, is he small? I said, he's not that small.
I show people in the chat room or whatever the picture of the mohawk. He was young or whatever. He wasn't. He was born, I think, only a few years back. Yeah, he was the baby. Remember the little baby I was following in the winter?
Yeah. I think that was about maybe, because I was explaining to her, the years of them. And she says, well, no, but my goodness. She was like, you can actually see them. You see their eyes in between the tree branch and right in the little opening. You see their eyes right there. I go, that's how they blend in. I told you that. She's like, I knew you guys when you go and did an investigation in that area, but I never thought they were that close. I said, yes, if they can feel your presence is pure and trustworthy, then they'll come closer. They'll come closer to you. And she was like, he was really infatuated, her husband number 2.
I counted like at least 13 or 14 of them that I know that are in there that I've seen, that I have pictures of.
Yeah. She was asking
maybe
how
more.
big is the tribe. I said, close to 15.
Yeah, there's pretty, because I got a lot of pictures of all
I
of them.
haven't actually counted.
I ain't counted them all either. I was just trying to count like the ones I remember. So there's a good little bit of them in there.
I know there's new. Yeah. I know, because I had seen like 2 more different little prints. So I was like, wait a minute. And that was what, a year ago. So there could be more now. I'm considering cutting my hair into a mohawk.
Quentin used to wear his hair like that.
Okay.
You know.
And how are you?
Doing pretty good. It's nice to have a break or whatever where you ain't got to worry about working on other people's cars. It's hot out. Everybody hits me up.
Bugging you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Slow down now. I got everybody done.
Yeah, Papa Gomez is at a conference now. Right now, they're in a meeting. So he texts me, and then I said, "Oh, you're up early at 6 o'clock." He goes, "What are you doing?" I said, "I've been up since 4." He's like, "What are you doing?" I said, "Oh, Bernice and Eddie came through from Canada." He goes, "Oh, are they staying the night?" And I said, "Yeah." And it's hard for me trying to get around. And he's like, "What the heck what happened?" And I showed him my leg. I go, "You want to?" I go, "Don't get me jealous." And he's like, "Oh my God." He goes, "Are those staples too?" And I'm like, "Yeah, staples and stitches." He's like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry." And I said, "It's okay."
You didn't tell him that's what happens when you talk back to the Mohawk?
Waldo, you're going to get a Mohawk. Wait, how? The hair is too small. But yes, it was a very liveful live. And Eddie was like, he's like, are those eyes right there? He'll tell you, and I'll tell you too, because I usually can, but I wasn't over there. And he's like, what do you mean? Bernice goes, "No, because I'm sitting in her chair where she does it. And she's not." I go, "I can't quite do it yet. I have to say."
Yeah, there was pretty good activity, pretty good eye shine. I was trying to get it or whatever, like on the film. I don't know if it picked it up, I know the paths they like to take, like I was explaining to Chris when I kept turning around and showing everybody the path. I like to show people so that way they know the areas. Like I tell them there's the den because that's where you'll see the babies moving and the mom will be up there and looking out the holes and
making sure you're not coming
in. Yeah, they don't like me going in there. I went in that one. That was a mistake. I won't do that when the baby's in there. And then that one baby up on the hill. I don't know if you remember the live. I don't know if everybody else remembers the live, but I was going up the one hill. And the one screamed at me like a buck or whatever does. It's like, but you can tell the difference between a buck and a Sasquatch doing it because it hits you in the chest and it like caves you in, like takes your breath away. But after that, all of them come running at me, and I was like, "Yeah, I don't chase babies."
They're very territorial. They don't, especially if the youngs are around.
Yeah, they'll fight.
She's like, "Oh, wow, they even have the vines going up the tree." I said, "That's how they eat you."
It's a jungle out there. And that's just what I show from where you can see from walking through the path.
And she says, I was explaining to them how it is really like a jungle in there.
It is.
And she says, "Well, is it where, you'll get scratched? If you're not wearing a long sleeve, you'll get many scratches on your arms and stuff." And she says, "Well, what about the ticks?" I go, "Ticks are always." Yeah.
That's common everywhere, though. You can get that walking through the grass,
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, Joe says, Sango, what was your close encounter with the Satangas?
My close encounter was face to face in my bedroom
Mhm.
window, and then I also got touched by him out in PA. But actually seeing a whole full body one was probably 5 foot away. So face to face is the closest I've ever been to one.
Sangha is one of my children that I sponsored, and I took him underneath my wing to help him on his journey and to explain how our tradition and the native ways, and to help him communicate better with his clan. And he does such a wonderful job. And he also has one of my protection medicine bags. And when there was an it around, when there was an it around, it tried. And by him wearing my bag protected him. He says, did you try to speak to them?
Yes, I talk to them all the time on a regular. We do EVPs. I don't know if you're new or not, but we do EVPs. I'll set up the EVP, and we'll talk back and forth through the EVPs. I know it's
Yeah,
them because they're the only ones that'll come through on the EVP and say, "Bring me chocolate. We want chocolate." Chocolate is a thing for them. They love chocolate. And I think the reason why is because they get drained going in and out of the dimensions from our realm to their realm and then back to our realm. So they get physically drained, and the chocolate boosts them up. So that's why I think they like the chocolate. It's the sweet that they
yeah,
like.
that is true. Let's see. That's cool. They were, when he was live, and I kept asking for where's Alicia, because the one that likes Alicia, he's just a tad bigger than, taller than her. And I felt him around, and unless, where is Alicia and Chris? Because I could feel them in that area, and I kept feeling that.
Well, you're on the track because when I went up the trail a little bit, I told them, you guys need to get up here with me because he took off and went right over to the spot where they were at.
He does.
So
They don't like it when he does that. And
yeah, he
this
did
is
that.
where
He ran over to her.
yeah, because he I, she was like, "What are you doing?" I go, "Well, I can feel them," and she goes, "Oh, that's right. You already connected with them." I said, "Oh yeah, it's been a couple of years that I have been connected with them." And then actually going out there, it is really full blown because they're like so excited. Even the little ones were all running up when I did my call to let them know. As I'm putting down tobacco before entering and saying the prayer for us, and you're already up ahead. I'm barely getting out of the
Oh
car,
yeah, they're
and
knocking and
when I had put down the tobacco and did prayer, and then I did the call, and now you can hear them running through the leaves and everything and the branches, and then Alicia's like, "Dang, they're waiting to see."
yeah. And the thing is people don't. I don't think people understand when you say running. They think like an animal running through the woods, like you can tell the difference between squirrels and deer and all that. And when you say running, it literally sounds like a big person like me running through the woods when they come running. You can hear the thump and you can feel. Sometimes you can feel the ground like move.
Move, yeah. If you're that close to them, you can feel it, which I was.
Mm-hmm.
And they were on the tree line on both sides. And then
we
you
say
hear
running,
the
people don't know the feeling. They don't know,
and
you can feel them coming.
when the dog man
He was doing that last night. He was whining.
the excitement, that's their way of letting you know that I'm here. You're finally
Well,
here.
yeah, it's kind of like what your dog does when you leave the house or whatever. They sit at the door and they whine for you until you get back, or they're outside the bathroom door whining like mine does here. You see how Krona was, how he sits
Yeah,
outside and whines. You got to get up and let him in the bedroom because he wouldn't stop whining.
yeah. He Eddie, he was like, I mean, Bernice was in my love seat, and then she moved to the recliner, and Eddie went to the love seat, and he's over here on this side. I'll show you. Oh, I forgot the background.
You won't do it because your screen.
The background. I know. Okay. Yeah. He was sitting right there. And he was like, oh, wow. He goes, that's just like how when you were in Canada with Mama Rainfeather, and you guys were standing by that one big tree, the eucalyptus tree, and all you can see is like a hand coming, and it placed on top of her head, and they caught that, and he's like, I really didn't think other people, humans. And I said, of course. I go, I do have a couple of channels that I help, and there's a couple of my sponsored children that have continued doing this. And he's like, oh, Mama, you're awesome. You help so many. And I know the council members were telling us at the powwow when we were doing the ceremonies, they said that you're doing the teachings well. But they said something about how close you are getting with them. Is your husband going to allow you to run off with them? I said, well, when my lifetime goes, it's going to go to another, probably right with them. Oh, let's bring in Alfonso and see how he's doing.
Hola Ramona, ¿cómo estás?
Bien, entonces, how are you, Alfonso?
Bien, gracias. Good. Mucho calor acá.
Oh, it's really hot over there, huh?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hot. Que ahorita ando caminando. So, ahorita estoy descansando en el parque.
Okay. Well, Alfonso, this is my son, SONGAA, and I think he plays the guitar, the organ.
I was on a live stream with him already when he played the guitar.
Okay. Yes, I'm also letting everybody else know too. So he loves to come on and enjoys speaking. Let's see who else. Let's see. Waljo says, really curious, do other clans get along with other clans? Yes, some do, and I have said this many times in my other videos or my lives. They can get along because they're distant relatives. There are some that will fight over if they feel that they need your woman. And this has happened many times. Let's see.
Plus, when I went to PA, I had some come back with me, even though, somebody got mad at me and said I stole them, even though I didn't. Mama came here, and some went back to her house too. One of mine are dating one of Mama's, so.
Yeah, that's the Mohawk man.
But You know, it's like, how can you sit there and say, well, you stole my Sasquatch? You know, they go where they want. We're humans. We go where we want. They're like humans. They go where they want.
Yes, they do.
Want.
That is very true. They do. Some are very territorial.
Mm-hmm.
Some want to just enjoy their time of living out there, you know. So sometimes it's a little difficult to understand them. And this is when we try to give good information so others can understand and have that connection with them. And it's important, especially if you're a researcher and you want to know more about SONGAA, Savis, or Sasquatch or Bigfoots. They are good creatures. You know, people are the ones that make them say, "Oh, they're bad. They're hurting us." You know, they want to steal something from us. They don't.
Well, they take stuff or whatever, but they bring it back.
Yeah. I had gotten an email today too. I was reading some of my emails while my relatives were here, and they were saying, do they eat just fruit and vegetables, or do they eat human and chicken and cows? They don't eat humans.
They like to eat more fruits and vegetables and bark and stuff like that because of the digestive system. If they eat just raw meat all the time, it's going to make them sick like it would us. So they can't do the raw meat like that, like people think. You know, they have to cook it just like we do.
And
they can eat raw fish because we can eat raw fish, you know, but
they love salmon.
Yeah,
that is one of their favorites. And I know that for fact for 4 different clans. I do know SONGAA's clan too does. He has another clan and is in a different area.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it tries to come when other clans are not so
friendly.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. They do. They come to protect me.
Yes.
I've heard them out there before fighting. So I know that one that came rushing at me or whatever. I think that's why the big one likes me so much is because I did that Yahoo call. And then when it came, it was like, oh, it's him. And then after that, he was like on my hip all the time. I earned his respect, I guess, that day.
You know, they'll let you know if you're too far, if you're, too close in. It's
yeah,
like
they throw rocks at you, big rocks, to try to get you out of there.
Somebody was saying, oh, they throw a big old, like a basketball rock at you. I'm like, no, they don't.
It's about the size, like my hand or whatever. It's not like real big. It's
like a baseball or something smaller, like a golf ball.
Like something like this, like something small.
Yeah.
They don't throw like big rocks. They throw, and now they throw bigger rocks, like like the size, like she's talking about like baseballs or like a baseball. They'll throw that, but they do that to get you to look that way or to they don't throw it at you, because I got 2 of them that I shown on shorts or whatever where they threw them, and that's because that it was in there and they didn't want me going over that way, so they kept trying to throw it at it to move it, to get it to go push it farther back, and I kept going towards it, and then they kept throwing stuff at me to get me out of there. So, but yeah, they don't throw big rocks at you, try to hurt you. None.
No.
You see my collection I got where they threw them at me and all that.
Yeah,
they're little.
The little souvenirs. They're not very large. They're saying that they seen a very wide foot, but up towards the hill or the top of the arch, it was very long. And they're asking me, is it true that they have a like a flat foot, or is it like arch like ours? They're not arch like ours. majority of them there are like flat foot, but there is a crease in their foot.
Yep. Yep.
Wajo says, why would they throw a rock in the pond when you are walking away from the area that they are at? Is that the juvenile around that's keeping us around?
Nah, they do that. They do that to get your attention onto the pond. That's why they throw the rock. So that way, because you're too close to them, they want to back off before you leave out.
Tansei, Michelle. Greetings. Tansei, Lisa.
And somebody asked me a question too, or whatever. Why do they parallel you? Why is one on one side or one on the other side or one in front of you or one behind you? That's easy too. Because once you get up on one, the other one's going to distract you, so the other one can move away. And then once you get up on that one, the other one's going to distract you, so that one can get away. It's all a distraction, so you don't get too close to them.
I did some small ones. Here we go.
Yeah, gorgeous.
Alicia likes this one.
Yeah, she was telling me about it. She was drooling over it.
I'm like, I already closed the box. I'll just send it separate. I did pink, purple. I did green, turquoise. I put them all in little bags now. And Papa Gomez got me some metal crates to put them in.
Uh-oh.
So I did a gray one.
Come out pretty nice.
I did them really tight so that they won't come apart. And someone was saying, "Oh, it's too hard. I want a new one." What did
My
you do?
cat or whatever. You seen the cat when you were up here? It kept attacking them or whatever and all that, and biting on them, and they would drag them all over the house and all that, and they never came apart up here.
Yeah, the cats. They don't mind. Oh, where's the other pink go? There's one all up there. And I have one turquoise.
The blue ones are fire looking.
Blue?
Well, it's like a bluish color, turquoise, bluish green.
Yeah.
It's almost like a sky blue. That's like one of my favorite colors. Yeah. Well, that one's a little darker, but
This is purple.
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 I don't have my glasses on.
I'm waiting for the bigger feathers, so I can dye them and then make a purple dream catchers. But I have made some brown ones and a turquoise one, turquoise with light brown. And then in the middle, I put like a turquoise turtle, and the other one is just a turquoise stone. So the glove begins. Tansei, welcome to my live. And how long you gonna be up there, Alfonso?
Ahorita I'm just relaxing, luego voy a seguir caminando to head back home, que está muy caliente.
Like, ¿qué horas son ahí? What time is it there?
5 after 11.
Oh, okay. An hour ahead of me.
¿Dónde está?
Like it's 1 o'clock here.
Oh,
Yeah. Aquí, I hear
vámonos,
it's 10:05.
¿dónde estás? ¿En Arizona o Nuevo
Sí,
México?
aquí, no, United States.
Aquí estoy acá en Colorado.
in California.
Oh, California. Oh,
Yeah,
estás en California.
Michigan here.
and my son's in Michigan,
Wow.
and he's 3 hours difference from me. It didn't matter if
Sí,
I was tired or not. We were still up late at night.
Yes, we were.
yeah,
Getting
it
up
makes a big
early.
difference, the time zone.
Sun came up, we was up.
We were still, we're still awake. I had needed to put some caffeine back in.
Oh, I'm way up north. I'm way up north in Colorado, like más cerca a Canadá.
In Colorado?
Sí,
Ah, okay.
sí.
Let's see.
Muchos
I'll
me
just
dicen
look.
que estoy cerca de Canadá.
Oh, okay, I see. Wargel says, Sung, would you be opening to come on ours to their area? Richie Bandit and Wojo, they're researchers, and they get the triangle.
Where are they located at?
They're I have to look in my book. Massachusetts. Wojo's from Rockland, and Richie, his partner, is from Middleborough.
Oh, Richie B?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched Richie B's podcast.
Yes, that's his partner, Wojo.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right, I know who he is.
And he says here, SONGAA, would you be open to come on a broadcast in the future with the
Richie B asked me about joining a podcast one time or whatever, but he was busy, and then he did the mother's thing, I think, and
yeah.
I
mention you to them and stuff.
Well, we talked too, me and Richie B. We talked about it, but yeah, I got pictures and all that, and well, a lot of pictures, a lot of videos, a lot of knowledge.
Yeah. I've helped him with his journey too, and
all the younger channels and all the bigger channels, they contact me for information, so help a lot of people out. I'm not real big and popular, because I keep it short and sweet, but
there you go. He says, we are researchers in the Bridgewater Triangle, southern west of Massachusetts. That's what I was trying to say. But they're very good men.
Yeah, I watch their stuff all the time.
Well, remember when I was there with you and I was telling you about them, and then they're really good. I've talked to them personally. I guide them in some things when they don't understand, and then they listen. But if they like you, they get out there and they do the research. It's like they say, they're not gatekeepers. You want to go to
oh, phone's ringing.
Who's calling me? I'll put you on pause.
Bueno, ya me voy, Ramona. Que tú vas a seguir, por favor. Gracias, que tengan un día. Thank you all.
CP says, yes, SONGAA has a lot of pictures. That's because CP finds a lot of stuff. So does Tarla. I thank you guys for that. Well, I should say I thank you ladies for that. Do it proper. Mom's dancing on the phone. Anybody else got anything else they want to talk about? If you watch us, why don't you say hello? I do. Richie B, I think even gave me a shout out on your guys' channel. I can pull it up. He said he calls me because when I go on there, the one time it showed up, the Great Outdoors Biggie, he called me out, and then I went on there. My other one was SONGAA, and he called me out on that too. He said hello to me and thanks for joining, and I believe I don't remember who the other guy was. The other guy that had the hat. Texas Front Porch was on there, I think. But yeah, I've been on there. He's called my channel out.
Thank you. Sorry about that. That was Papa Gomez. He's in there taking a little break, and he goes, "Oh, I forgot you go live." I said, "Yeah, I went live." He goes, he was asking if I fed the relatives. I said, "Yes, they're already ate, gassed up, and gone." He goes, "You give them a lot of beans?" Because I said they gassed up. Let's see, SONGAA, did you see any fairies last night? Yes, there was a few.
I didn't see them.
There were a few because Bernice saw them. She said,
I didn't see them, so I wasn't really paying attention like that. I was mostly keeping an eye on the kids and keeping an eye on the Sasquatches, making sure that they were behaving, you know.
Yeah. If you watch us, why don't you say hello?
Oh, I do. I just had that conversation with them. I did say hello, and they called my channel out before, so a few times. Richie B's called me out a few times.
Papa Gomez, Mr. Gomez says to say greetings, hello to everybody. So, you want me to tell him you said Tansai? He goes, no, greetings, hello. I'm not you.
He said, hola.
Well, most of the residents tell him that, but when he's in the conference, he says they like trying to speak Spanish. He goes, I speak English. I understand English.
I'll tell you guys how I say hello. How me come in
Oh
peace.
my God. No, you do not. You do not.
They're probably back at the red light.
See, you can tell what we were doing last night.
Yeah, I know. You guys were partying last night. Having a big old powwow over there. Had the peace pipes out, packed full with the greeny tobacco. Hello, Bob.
She was over there looking in my basket.
Doing like all the other kids do when they come around. Seeing what they can get.
Yes, she took a purple. She took a purple dream catcher. I did a purple and pink, and that was my first one I've done in a long time. She took that one, then she took the turquoise and brown, and then the black with the pink. I said, "How many are you taking?" She was, "Because I can put them in each room." They're driving to back home to the res Blackfeet.
She's like, "Can I have this? You don't mind, do you?" Yeah, sure. And then the box goes walking out the door.
She almost took my big box.
See?
She says, "Oh, what? I think I know what's in. I don't see it on the wall here." I said, "Because it used to be."
I know what's in that box.
But she took my my other drum, my bigger one.
Now
I just have the baby one.
Aw.
And then Eddie was like, I said, no, with that song, you have to go.
That's why women don't drum on the tribe. Mama
Yes,
can't
we
carry the
do.
beat.
We do. I'm better than the ones in the Riz. I have challenged them. The only one that was close to me was Michael and what's his name? John Long. They're in their late 40s. But hey, for
Yeah, because they can't hear no more. They're deaf.
I got my hearing's perfect.
No, I said they can't hear no more. They're deaf, so they can't beat the drum no more.
They beat the drum.
I'm gonna get in trouble. They're gonna watch.
Yeah, you are.
They're probably watching right now, screaming at the TV.
Oh my goodness.
I'll
What's Alicia
apologize.
doing? Is she
I
sleeping?
apologize, creator. She's laying down. I think she's got a headache. While the kids, they not nonstop. I don't know if you can hear them. That's why I'm out here and the door's closed. They're in there just.
I hear them.
That's why we gotta listen to the cars go by, because the kids, you don't want to hear them. Their high pitched screams give you headaches.
Look.
Oh, somebody found another picture in there, huh?
CP.
Oh, that's a pretty good face and all. The hand.
You see the arm?
I see the baby too. Yeah. Yep. I see the other one on the other side of the tree too.
There's 3 there.
Yeah, the baby's right below the mama.
Yeah.
That's probably the track that I seen last night that showed the baby print inside the mama's print.
Oh, I moved it. Oh,
I tried to
I scooted up more.
I try to show some people, what the track look like, what tracks look like.
See?
Yeah, I can definitely see it.
I didn't see it. I
You see how the other part's more of a blackish gray, and then that's like a reddish color?
Yeah.
Oh, they're probably all stacked up on top of each other like a totem pole. That's what they like to do. It's funny.
All the little ones, yeah.
They try to do like the native totem poles or whatever. It's so funny how they stack up.
Oh, Orba's there.
Ah, I kind of sensed that she was out there. Because she does that little call that she does or whatever, and I kept hearing that. Mm-hmm.
Oh, CP, you got Orba there. There's the mohawk.
Oh, right? Slow down!
Yeah.
I didn't steal your squatch.
Oh wow! I was like, hey, that looks like mine.
My brother dropped me because of the stolen Sasquatches.
Oh goodness. Well, I did say, if she finds someone here she's gonna like, she'll be going back and forth.
Yeah, it's cool though. I like them when they go back and forth. That's I try to tell people that they don't listen. They go from my spot to Josh's spot. They go from Josh's spot from PA. They go to your spot now. They go to the Fort Custer. They go to the other 2 parks that I went to. They travel all over. Like we do. We go visit family and friends and all that. They do the same thing. How do you think they're not going to multiply with the same clan or whatever, or with their family to make inbreds? They're going to go and get a different,
a different clan. And I've told you guys this many times. That's what they'll do. It's like when you see how many females there is and there's less men, then they're going to take advantage of that.
Yeah.
And this is the thing, this is how it makes their population more different. And many different clans do blind, and then they stay in that area for a while and try to communicate with that whole clan. Because having different clans in the same one, it's like a war. But you have to respect who is elder and who's younger and who's being with who. And this is very, very true. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I've actually seen my clan from Nevada border with California with Yosemite over here. The males don't like their males, but they like their females. And when they cross and they do the travel, sometimes they'll come crossing into different territory, and they're there.
Mm-hmm.
It's
I
not
don't
like
think
they're.
people know what you mean. When they cross. They all come together in a gathering. It's like a big family reunion.
And when they choose, they'll stay in that area, and then that's when they're wanting to communicate. And then they take that male or female with them onto some. Oh, Waljo's coming in. Let's welcome in too.
Dante!
Danse,
Well,
greetings.
Blessings.
How are you, darling?
This is the Lord. Hello and finally meet the great SONGAA. How you tell?
Waljo,
What's going on today? Everybody hear me?
I
Yeah.
can hear you, but you froze a little.
you like this?
Oh, I froze a little.
There you go.
I can't. That's
Shall
my
we do
good.
the? Shall we do
There you
the
guys
boo?
How about now?
Still
Well,
frozen.
hey, you get bad
You can hear it a
reception.
little bit,
You froze a little bit.
but at least he had a smile on his face that
Can
time.
you hear me? No.
Yeah. No, we can. There you are. Yes. Stay like that. You go. You're going
He's
into.
gonna stay like that because he's frozen.
You're going into
Oh, he got
settings.
his tongue
There
out
you
now.
go. There he is.
There you go.
There. Perfect.
Nope.
Boo.
Oh yes, my happy face. Um, I listen. I just want to thank you guys, for being part of our lives, because for the discussion and just like learning things and the love and everything behind it, because we're sharers, but just like you folks, and it's been like always a blessing to talk to you and understand of what we're understanding. Um, not to get into too much, but Mama, I know that you and Richie been in contact, and I just can't wait when all the recordings are done. It's bizarre,
I've
and
got a lot to say.
it's mind blowing, and
Yes.
we're like little kids at a candy store. We're just enjoying the moment. We're really enjoying them. Right?
Yes.
Hopefully they're enjoying us, which I'm sure they are.
Oh,
But
they do. They laugh. Every time I'm out there and I'm trying to get myself settled in one of the branches, and I could see them.
yeah. Um, but yeah, like southeastern Massachusetts, Songa is the Bridgewater Triangle. It goes, oh my God, a lot of towns. When you look it up in southeastern Massachusetts, it's just a lot of history, and out in these woods is a lot of conservation land, so on and so forth. And obviously, you know the whole story, how it all happened, um, but it's funny how people say you guys have Satanias in Massachusetts. It's like, yeah, they're
They're
out in
everywhere.
Michigan. They're everywhere. They're out in Michigan. They're out everywhere. Rhode Island. Like, I mean, they could be
The
out in Cuba for all
UK.
I know.
Yeah.
So, but again, why? That's the discussion I've been having with people. Like, people say, and I'm talking about, spiritual people, Christians, so on and so forth. Yeah, okay, you could maybe believe in God, which I do, but why wouldn't you, believe in Bigfoot? Because it runs along the same lines. Because if you're gonna
Hey, you're
follow your
using my
faith,
line, Richie B. I mean, Wuju.
what's that?
Mojo.
Richie B, you're using my line now.
Yeah. So you have, let's say, the Lord over here, and you have Bigfoot over here. So if you're doing the research on one, reading the Bible, right? Then why can't you put the boots on? And if I'm your friend, why don't you just like, what? I want to see and hear you know, what he's experiencing. But
Correct.
then again, it's not for everybody, so we don't force that issue. You know, what do you got there?
He's got crucifix, cross, Jesus,
Yeah,
and the other wall is all native.
I say
yeah.
the same thing or whatever. People believe in God, never seen him or whatever, but they don't believe in Sasquatches because, you know, I say the same thing to everybody. You believe in God, but you ain't never seen him. But Sasquatch has been proven all over the world. He's on hieroglyphics and everything. He's been there. You go into way back when they have him on caves. You know, they got footprints of him.
Yeah. I mean, Songa, my whole thing is that you know, like with God, okay, it's a little bit more unique. Is that you do your research on reading, but you're doing it on your own. You're not going by false preaching from others,
Right.
So,
Mm-hmm.
um, so my point to you is, what with the Bigfoot. Why why you don't believe unless you go out and investigate it yourself. But if you don't investigate it, then you have no purpose in saying you don't believe it because you haven't put the work into it. And that's the problem. People like to listen to other people who've never done anything in their lives. They just sit on their butts. And that's
That's the
you know,
truth right
that's what
there.
I'm trying to share. I try to bring people together on that because it's
Mhm.
planting seeds in people's hearts of what I do in my faith. But at the same time, with the Bigfoot, I'm getting more people more intrigued and understanding the passion behind it.
Right.
It's not like, oh, they're here, let's take pictures, put them on TV, things like that. No, that's not the purpose of everything.
Yeah.
It's just that, they're here for a purpose.
If they want to be seen, they will show themselves.
Right,
But when they do show themselves, the humans don't understand. Then they think they're trying to hurt them or attack them. Then they want to
right.
shoot. Now, this is why they have been hidden for many years from many other humans.
So the past three investigations on our gifting chair that they have moved, um, we have two different colored golf balls. We have the yellow and the orange. I'm the orange. Richie is the yellow ball, and I'd write it down and say, yeah, I'm the orange ball. I'm Wojo, and you set it down, and Richie does the same thing. It's important that we do it individually, and gift the chair, um, spread tobacco separately, even though Richie threw some tobacco at me, blessing me. Um, but um, but the past three investigations, they have been moving these objects into certain areas of the chair, like in front of the chair. And what I'll do is I'll send you those pictures. I'll forward it to you, Mama. Um,
Okay.
three times in a row in moving specific rocks. It's like, kind of like telling me something about them and us. But um,
Wait till you
so,
get the
Well,
pile.
I found this thought
Pile.
about it when I was in PA or whatever. They mimic what you do. So, like, if you were pushing, like, you say, like, you got a tarp and you're pushing the water up off the tarp, they do the same thing. They mimic every little thing you do. If you're cutting up fruit, if they had a knife there, they would chop up the fruit. They mimic what you do. So if you stack rocks, they're gonna stack rocks. If you move a rock, they're gonna move a rock. If you move a ball,
of
they'll move
course,
the ball.
right. And again, it's people say, well, how come they haven't come and talked to you, whatever? Well, first of all, obviously all the devices, the phones, whatever. But also too, it's you don't want all the Americans showing up, with guns and everything, because there are hunters out there. There are kids with motorcycles, things like that. They just, they just don't want, the outside world into their world totally, but
Right.
only like just a select a few like me and Richie, so,
And that's when there's too many Americans coming in their territory. This is when you start noting structures are being built. So
right,
they're putting boundaries where they cannot cross. Either they'll put an
right,
X or they'll build a wall. And this is what I explain to many people, because they do that because of the young ones. And then if you have touched in their territory where a young one is going to get used to that smell, no, they break it down because they don't want the young ones to have the human
right.
scent.
See, they
This is
communicate with me, but it's off camera. They won't do it on camera.
yeah, and that's what I tell them. You guys get more
Exactly.
activity when you're off camera.
Mm-hmm. They talk to me more when I'm off camera than I am on camera.
And that's all I understand that. I think that, trying to get that understanding. Um, it's sorry it's loud over here. The biggest landscapers decided to show up. Unbelievable. Don't they realize I'm on Mama Bear Claw show here? Yeah, so, but yeah, I just think that we're going to have that, me and Rich are going to probably have that moment where let's just not have anything on. And see, just talk to them,
It's,
you know.
this is what I have told SONGAA,
I could hear
and I've
them.
told my other researchers or sponsored children. You have to have that communication with them. And you tell them, I'm going live. If you want to show some kind of image or something, that's great. But once it's shut off, then we're here to communicate. And then you start hearing them moving around, or hear the whoops, or the
Yeah, that's true.
popping like that. So, and it is important to have that relationship with you and them.
Yeah. Right.
See, mine here or whatever, they do
Um,
the same thing. Chris goes in, they start making noises and grunting and all that. When he's out there, they shut right up. They don't trust him.
See over here, we do have a dancing ball. I like to dance. Sorry, Song. I'm just joking around. Yeah,
They
just
like to dance too.
I don't know. We just like that. We get jiggy with it. No, we just have fun while we're doing what we're doing, but we're also serious, as you all know. Anybody out there that's new, I'm the Wojo. I'm the co-host of Banter with Richie B podcast. We're on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. But yeah, we just again like to share, especially with it's so like honor honorable to speak with the Native Americans and learning from them too, because of your history, but not that you could say everything. But I'm
Right.
glad that you took me and Richie in believing in us. And it's like a true honor, and I just want to say thank you. So I thought I'd say hi, but I have to go now. But I'll still be watching you guys. Song, it's a pleasure finally meeting you. You're
Nice meeting
more,
you.
yeah, yeah. So we'll get together real soon, and because we have a lot more to talk about off camera. So it's pretty wild.
There's
So
only so much that it's best not to say, just enough to just a little tease for everybody.
exactly, it's
But
enough.
for
It's enough
researchers,
to
it's better this
understand.
way or FaceTime.
I'll tell you what I tell my brother.
Right.
Go make my money.
All right, folks. Well, I'll talk to you guys later.
Okay.
All right, man.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you for joining. Bye-bye. Oh, well, just so neat.
He believes the same thing I would tell people. Whatever, you believe in God, but you ain't never seen him, but you won't believe in a Sasquatch, and people seen him all over everywhere.
Yeah, I think he's stuck there. I'll just. No.
And then he says, "How come you don't come in our lives and say hi and all that?" I do. I can go in and pull it up or whatever, and they shot in my channel name out.
No, there's no need for proof. I mean, they do at times to read the, what do you call it? The chat and stuff. But there it goes. Many times it's harder for people because they're like trying to put a face to it, to the name and who they're talking to. And a lot of people, they're like, oh, this old lady, she's just trying to get famous because, she's Native American. Honey, I'm also a researcher for how many darn years?
We don't care about the rich and fame.
No rich.
I mean, sometimes, the little bit of stuff helps out, with more equipment and, like you making more stuff, but we get by.
Yes, we do.
I've been poor my whole life. I stay poor. I don't care. Can't take none of this stuff with you.
Very true. But we do what we can.
You see a U-Haul all your stuff to the gravesite when you go? Nope.
Can't take the money, can't take the material things with you. Because it's...
I want to go ashes to ashes, dust to dust. I want to be burnt.
Yeah. I will be cremated just as well as the rest of my family was.
But if I do go in a coffin or whatever, just make sure I'm butt naked, upside down, so the whole world can kiss mine. That's what my best friend would tell me.
Oh, goodness.
That was just for laughs, everybody. Sorry.
You got to understand, my son, SONGAA, is hilarious. He doesn't mean to be filtered, but he's a good man.
Sorry, we're laughs. Sorry. Thought everybody would like that.
Some don't, some do, son, and then that's okay. I mean, I don't mind it, so.
We all have our own opinions. We all have our own ideals, and when you put two and two together, you can make a perfect good idea. Yep.
Where's my coffee? You gonna make Mama coffee?
Yeah, it's already in the pot. I've been killing it already.
My cup's empty.
She's got a iced coffee that she be doing or whatever, your mocha latte, whatever they call them. Mocha lattes, caramel mocha lattes.
Cappuccino.
Oh yeah, she loves her Ninja. That's it. That's what you got to get if you want to do them bad boys. Got to get you one of these bad boys here, one of these Ninjas. They're expensive though.
Like put a cold compress behind her head for her headache.
Oh, she's in there. She's been in there with the light off and the dark curtains, and she got no light coming in.
Yeah, I get those migraines too after I eat.
She gets them a lot. I notice this a lot of times. It's because when she's out in the sun or whatever, she gets them, and then playing the video game, she gets them. And
yeah. Well, I guess I'm gonna call it here. I'm gonna relax. And
John P. Hey, what's up, my brother?
Thank you, Wojo, for coming on, and Alfonso, thank you. Sparky is MIA. I don't know what he's doing. I haven't talked to him for a couple of days, but
Sparky, I talked to him last night.
Oh, yeah, he was on. That's right.
Yeah.
But I mean, physically talk like you and I do.
Yeah, Sparky's pretty cool.
Yeah. So everyone, please have a safe and comfortable day. It is supposed to be up in the hundreds here again. Yes.
Cool off here, so you can keep the hundreds.
It was 105 yesterday.
Yeah, you can keep that down there.
No,
I should say
I,
over
I
there.
have I have the AC running in the office. I have the door open so the AC can come. I have the AC in my bedroom.
Off. The big boy in the the living room. I don't know if you can see it behind the TV. Off. The big one right there. I got the fan in the window, and it's cool.
Yes, it's the best way to do it. Ouch.
Because the last week it's been killing us.
Yeah.
And then you just said 100, so you know what that means. About a day, probably tomorrow, it'll be 100 here. Ugh.
Yeah.
I don't
All
mind
right,
that. I don't mind
everyone.
it. So
Thank you, everyone, for joining this morning or this afternoon, wherever you're at. Many blessings. And please remember to love yourself before you can love another, and be kind. Okay?
Mhm.
Signing out, Mama Rainfeather. Mama, oh my gosh.
I was saying Mama Rainfeather last night. That's why you're on it.
I think I gotta go channel into her.
Well, don't feel bad. I called
Mama. There.
Richie T, so be all right.
Oh my goodness. That
You
means
think
I
about
need to
Mama
start.
Rainfeather today?
Yeah. I think because we were really talking to her and I was singing her song last night on the dream. It says it's called Floating on the Cloud. Well, again, everyone have a fantastic day. Love y'all. Mama Bear Claw. My son SONGAA.
SONGAA out.
Love y'all.